My name is Orit and you're watching Orit's Kitchen. So today I'm going to be making Khoreshteh Nokod. So Khoreshteh Nokod means stew with green peas and with some tomato sauce in it, okay guys? So this is one of the Persian Iranian type of stew that we make at home. You may have possibly tried it at a kebab restaurant, okay? So come on over here. Now remember guys, I'm not a professional cook, so some things that I may say may be a bit unclear, okay? And while I'm talking, there's pictures that I've taken, and so you'll be able to see things a little bit clearer. Because this khoresh, unfortunately, you can't put it in a slow cooker because the green peas after a couple of hours gets really smushy. So this is something that you need to put over stovetop, and it takes about 3 hours. Yes, 3 hours for it to cook. Now, you need to go run for groceries, no problem. Lower the heat and go do your thing and come back, okay? So first step, you're gonna be getting let me get that for you. So the meat, okay? You're gonna go and get it at the market, okay? And you're gonna get as much as meat as you want, okay? And these are called beef shanks, okay? And you need to go and you need to clean it, okay? And there's gonna be a picture of that for you guys. You're gonna clean it, get all the ducky stuff out of the meat. And there's an episode on that, how to pre-clean meat, at the very beginning of my YouTube channel, like episode 2 or 3, okay? So then once that's all cleaned up, you're gonna fill it up with some water and you're gonna put some fried onions. Now, I make fried onions at home and I mix it up with garlic, okay? And I just put that in. Now, you don't have fried onion? No problem. They even make them at the Middle Eastern markets, frozen, and you can get that and put that in your stew in yourself, okay? Or you could just quickly whip up some fried onions and put that in there. Fried onions makes it really yummy, okay? So put like a spoon, 2 spoons of that, okay? So you're gonna let the meat and the fried onions cook for about 2 hours. Then you're gonna take the meat out and you're gonna put it on a plate and you're gonna squish it and say, hey, is it cooked or not cooked? Usually about 2 hours is cooked, okay? And make sure there's enough water in there, okay? I usually fill the pot at least halfway, okay? And just keep your eye on it and just, put the heat on medium. As long as you see some bubbling going on, you're good, okay? And so after 2 hours and the meat is cooked, you're gonna be adding tomato sauce, okay? So like I have this tomato sauce. You can use Hunt's tomato sauce, whatever brand you have, okay? You put tomato sauce in there. Now, you can also get whole tomatoes itself and put it in a food processor. And I have a picture of that for you guys too, okay? So you can do half of the tomato, fresh tomato and half tomato can, or tomato sauce can, or you can use all tomato sauce can, whatever you'd like, okay? So I have half and half in there, but I've also made it with tomato sauce can and it was great. So if something with this size pot, I would use 2 of these, okay? Now, if you use obviously a bigger size pot, you're gonna need maybe twice as much, okay? So you put that in and then you're gonna get the frozen green peas, you're gonna toss that in there, okay? And you're gonna add sliced tomatoes, of course, with the skin off, peel the skin, okay? And then you're also gonna add dried lime. So normally, dried limes look like this, and I've used it in the past in my other types of khoresh stews. You make a hole in it here and you toss it in the stew. Now, if you take it like this, and it can become very sour, so be careful. But in this khoresh, in this stew, I use the crumbling pieces. And they're both sold in the Middle Eastern market. So you can use whichever one you'd like, okay? And so I put this in my stew, okay? And I put a certain amount because I didn't want to put too much and it'll be too sour and then my kids won't eat it, okay? So I just put a bit in it, as much as I thought would be right. And then that's it, you guys. I just let it do its thing for another hour on medium-sized heat. I have a little bubbling going on. And then After about an hour, I tasted, and honestly, I needed more of the dried lemon powder. So I added more of the dried lemon powder, and then it was good. So I let it cook for another 15 minutes or so, and then it's ready to go. So I would say about 3 hours or so, 3.5 hours it may take for this khoresht to be ready, okay? And that's it, guys. So I hope these pictures that I took for you will make the cooking process a little bit easier, okay? So I'm just gonna whip this up together with some white rice that I made, and I'll be right back. Okay, guys, so welcome back. So now I got my basmati rice that I cooked, and if you don't know how to make the rice, no problem. Go on my other episode, I guess it's like episode 4 or 2, and you'll figure out how to make the rice, okay? And it's under ubkesh rice. So I did my rice, and then I poured my stew. So as you can see, there's a tomato sauce, the green peas, the potatoes, and my beef shank. So you see how nice and moist, it's so soft, like it just falls apart, and that's what I want, okay? So for my kids, I tend to like really squish it up, and I mix it with the rice, and hopefully she'll eat it. Because if she sees big chunks like that, she's not gonna eat it. Okay, guys, so I'm gonna take a bite of this. Perfect, okay? So, and also when it's cooking, at first it may be a little bit watery. So just cook it until it gets a little harder, you know, and not less watery. And if you still think it's not what you wanted, you can always take the lid off and let the liquid evaporate. Okay, that's it, you guys. So thank you so much for watching Orit's Kitchen. You guys learn how to make Khoreshteh Nokod, or stew with green peas. It's a very healthy meal, kid-friendly. Make it, send me a picture so I can give you guys a shout out. You can find me on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram, okay guys? And make sure you look up my niece's channel under Gabby Shirazi, and make sure you like her videos and subscribe to her channel as well. Okay guys, thanks again, bye.